Hi, my name is Wendy Altobello, and I don't know what the situation is with you, but after 3 days with me and my husband and the children at home, we are already wondering how we are going to entertain the children for the upcoming 5 weeks, with the Easter holidays included. So that's why I went online to look for some help, and I thought this might be helpful for some of you as well. So I'm happy to share the tips that I found online. And the first thing that I want to say is that you don't have to worry that if you want to keep your kids entertained and also do something useful with their brains to grow and not to just be entertaining themselves but also doing something educational, you don't need any specific materials or instruments. There's plenty of stuff around the house and in the garden and the environment to entertain them. And above all, you should try to approach this as being relationship building time and not time filling time. And if you notice that your children aren't interested in one or other activity, don't push it. That's something for sure. Now, the first activity that I found, and these are all activities for children of age 5 and older, but I have one of 4 and a little bit, and I'm quite sure that she's very well able to do them as well. And if they are younger, they might also be able to do it with maybe just a little bit of help. So the first activity I found, and I'm looking forward to do it myself, is Blow a Bubble Masterpiece. What you need for that is bubble mixture, food coloring, a large bowl, straws and paper, and then you mix everything in the big bowl. You let the children blow air into the mixture until you get these big bubbles, of course. And when the bubbles start rising, what's the proper name here? Oh yeah, above the rim of the bowl, then you take a piece of paper, just plain paper, and you place it slowly on the bubbles. And then when afterwards you take the paper off, you have a beautiful piece of art with the linings of the bubbles on the piece of paper. And if you want to even make this game more fun, you can ask the children in advance to maybe predict what it's going to look like. So I think that will be fun myself. A second activity is make homemade Play-Doh. And what you need for that is 2 cups of all-purpose flour, half a cup of salt, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 4 drops of food coloring, a large bowl again, a large spoon, and half a cup of warm water. And of course, then you start to mix. So first of all, you pour the flour, the salt and the food coloring in the bowl, and then you start to mix. And then afterwards you add the oil and the warm water. And then you're going to stir until the color is evenly distributed in the mixture. And you're going to use your hands to knead the dough, of course. And for younger children who may not have such a sophisticated fine motorics yet, you can give them uncooked spaghetti, put the uncooked spaghetti in the dough, and then let them string Cheerios on the pastas. And that's something I know for sure that my daughter, who is 4 and a little bit, will like very much. Hi, Madeline. If that's all a little bit too much for you and you don't like the dirtiness around the kitchen, you can of course also use a standard Play-Doh, which you can buy in the shops, of course. The third activity is laundry. We don't like to do it, but children do like it. So you can let them sort the socks or sort clothes by type or by color. And if your children are too young to do that, what's also very good is that you just keep them next to you when you are doing this, the laundry sorting, and you just talk about what you are doing, because it enhances the vocabulary of the children, and they actually find it interesting. I see that with my little girl, she finds it interesting when I'm doing the laundry, really. No joke. I think I'm going to lose my battery, so I'm going to be a little bit inventive on how I can give my mobile phone some power. Just a second here. You see that it's real life, huh? Okay, so that was the laundry sorting. The fourth activity is a dance party. Hold a dance party, and of course that's not so difficult, I guess. And the two great songs that they advised on the internet were Hailing Taquitos. It really is a fun song. Hailing Taquitos, and Sesame Street Dancing Shoes song. Also amazing. If you put that on, I guarantee you will have lots of fun with dancing with the children. And of course, if you want to go even further, you can make a film of the dance moves. And there's an app which is called Magisto that can very easily help you with editing the different clips and setting it into or pasting it into a real dance video, actually. So that's great as well. The sixth activity, so the fourth one was a dance party, the fifth one was make a film of the dance moves, and the sixth one is cleaning toys. So you just need a bucket, some soapy water, and some brushes and sponges. And seriously, when children get water and they can splash around, and especially if you let them clean their toys, they'll be motivated and they like it much more than playing with their toys. That's something I've experienced here as well. And the last activity you can let them do is chores. There are age appropriate chores for every age, and you can even make a daily schedule with some activities that you invent for them, or from the tips that I just gave you, and also some chores. And what the experts on the internet say is that it's very necessary to have a routine in your day to make an out of the ordinary process feel a bit more predictable and thus manageable for young children. Very important. And if you are going to mix chores with fun activities and you place that into a schedule, a daily routine schedule, you give them something to hold on to and to look forward to. So I hope these tips were helpful. I'm going to apply some of them for sure. What I also came up with is how you can have sex with your partner, I hope, or with other people if you would like to. Not my business. But how to do that with older kids in the house, because now many of us will be working together with our partner at home, but the children will be at home as well, so that's not so easy. And there are some ways that it's possible. If you are interested in those tips, feel free to reach out to me, and I'm happy to share them with you, because that might save lives as well. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.